10 Signs of Unhealthy Father-Daughter Relationship. It's no joke that how much psychologists bank on our early childhood experiences will determine who we grow up to be in the present time and future. You also can ask anyone about their childhood experiences, and soon will realize that it's true. So now you probably think of some of your formative childhood experiences, including your relationship with your father. However, the relationship with our parents and how they treat us as we grow up will stay with us for the long time. It tells us a lot about how our parents see us, and in turn, it determines how we feel about ourselves. That's why having toxic relationship with parents will be detrimental for our future and mental health. Thus, a daughter who has unhealthy relationship with her father in the last time will determine how she view men in general, and affect to other life aspects significantly. In this video, we are going to explain about the signs of unhealthy relationship between father and daughter. 1. He's an absentee father. We often find the absentee father because of many reasons, whether it's because of the divorce, or pursuing a career abroad, or even having his own other family. Whether the reasons, when your father has never really been present in your life, especially when you needed him the most. Your father might not there for you when you need, no matter how many times he promised. It will left a significant hole in your heart, even when he often tried to fill it with many excuses. 2. He's emotionally unavailable. It sounds similar to the first point, but it's typically a father which often available in your life physically, but emotionally he left you. Even though your father might actually still be present in your moments, he did not provide any emotional closeness, and often make distance emotionally with you. Your father also never offer you any comfort when you're upset, or simply share in the joy whenever you accomplish something in your life. Your father also show less interest to your life, because he might think that provide the financial is more than enough. 3. He's overly controlling. It's the opposite of the first and the second signs. Your father is not absent both physically and emotionally, but he's overly controlling and a bit toxic. This type of father tends to be too strict, demanding, and authoritative. Although your father might want their daughter's best interest at heart, but they often control the daughter and never allow the daughter to get the freedom in choosing what she wants and to do mistakes. The father also has problems in giving the daughters freedom to explore the world for themselves, and discover who they are. According to Shankoff, et al., in 2012, it contributes greatly to a person's sense of self-esteem, self-worth, mental health, and satisfaction with life. 4. There are unclear boundaries. Just like the other relationships, having the clear boundaries is very essential. A healthy father-daughter relationship establishes the clear boundaries so both parties will feel valued, safe, and respected. But when you find that your parents have the wrong idea about this just because they're the ones who brought you into the world and raised you, they think that boundaries between parents and daughter is something unnecessary. As the result, your parents, especially your father, becomes toxic and often invade your privacy, making the decisions for you without even asking you for your input or giving you the reason, and disregarding your feelings. 5. There's a lack of open communication. Communication is very essential in every relationship. Also, when it comes to father-daughter relationship, open communication is important. Thus, when a daughter arguing with their parents, it could be a good sign that the daughter feel comfortable enough to share their true feelings with her father. Lack of communication between daughter and father is a red flag. It will trigger a lot of deception, secrecy, resentment, and passive aggressiveness between a father and his daughter between both parties. 6. There are unrealistic expectations or constant comparisons. Demanding unrealistic expectations and giving constant comparisons are the common things toxic parents do. So when your father do the same way, relationship is most likely no a very healthy one. Your father might consider that parenting is a competition, so he always tries to set high expectations to you. He will not care much about how much your effort on something if you end up with mistakes or failure. He thinks that your achievements and failure reflect on them. He will never be satisfied and happy until you meet his expectation. 7. The addict father. I know that watching someone close to you is destroying his life every day, but you do not know how to help him is terrible. Addiction to something harmful is the issues of many fathers in the world. Some fathers are addicted to drugs and alcohols, which make them physically and emotionally abuse their kids or their spouse. Their acts and behaviors will negative effects in their daughters especially. Unfortunately, there are many girls grow up with hurt caused by abusive and temperament addictive fathers. They live with the scars in their lives for the lifetime. 8. The father uses his daughter as his primary source of emotional support. Emotional parentification is when a parent involves one of their kids in their problems too much. The parents demand the kids to hear their problems and give them advice, just like the parent's job. This type of father often make his daughter as his primary support. Is it good for kids' mental, especially daughter, or not? Unfortunately, there are lots of the long-term negative consequences it can leave on them father don't aware. The daughter will feel sorry for what happens to his father, and as the result, she will never be comfortable to share her feelings and emotions with him. Therefore, the daughter might be suppressing them along with her emotions that may lead to stress or depression. 9. The father doesn't allow the daughter to become independent. Another type of father that is detrimental for daughter's mental health is he who give up providing the daughter freedom to become independent and live on her own choices. The father does not aware that one day, his daughter will be an independent woman. She will have her own life, and probably grow apart from each other. But it doesn't mean that she will forget her father. As a parent, we should realize that kids, especially daughters, are not ours. They are individuals that must be independent and establish their own life. Don't try to keep her forever too tightly, and let her pursue her dream and romantic life. 10. Constant criticism. Constantly criticizing kids is not a good sign anyway. But many parents have the wrong idea about this. They think that point out her mistakes to her or to make her progress in life. Otherwise, this way will only make her doubt herself. The daughter will have the feeling that she makes you down, whatever she does, even though she has attempted so much to make her parents happy. Criticizing your daughter for the mistakes she did is good when it's necessary. As a parents, we should point it out to her and criticize her a little. On the other hand, it's also very important to encourage her to be better instead of only criticizing her.